Okay, let's dive in. If you've ever found yourself bracing for that monthly cycle, already anticipating the familiar cramps and bloating, only for your skin to suddenly erupt in a fresh wave of breakouts, well, you are absolutely not alone.
Yeah.
It's that really frustrating reality so many of us face, right? Sends us scrambling for quick fixes and feeling like, oh, we're stuck in this recurring loop. But what if these monthly flare-ups aren't just like random hormonal chaos? What if there's a deeper, often overlooked connection happening? Get ready, because the surprising core of this deep dive is the significant yet frequently ignored role of your vaginal flora in your skin health.
Yeah. Wild, right?
That's precisely what we're exploring today. Our mission really is to uncover how rebalancing your internal microbiome, specifically your vaginal flora, could be the key step, to breaking free from that cycle of monthly breakouts and truly enhancing your overall well-being. We're going to be moving far beyond just simple, topical solutions to reveal these fascinating internal systems, how they're all connected. Okay, so let's unpack this monthly acne mystery a bit more. As you just heard, if you're nodding along, yeah, you're in good company. It's estimated that up to 65% of individuals who menstruate report acne flare-ups during their cycle. It's huge. And it's more than just like a cosmetic annoyance. It's a direct response to the hormonal shifts happening inside. So specifically, as estrogen and progesterone levels naturally dip before menstruation, androgen levels tend to rise, and that stimulates increased oil production in the skin, which, you guessed it, leads to clogged pores, inflammation, and those deep, often painful pimples that seem to appear overnight. Ugh.
Exactly. And this is precisely why focusing only on external skincare, while, yeah, it's important for managing symptoms, it often misses the bigger picture completely. Topical cleansers, spot treatments, they address the visible issue, sure, but they rarely get to the underlying triggers.
Okay, so here's where it gets really interesting. We're talking about this concept known as the gut-vagina-skin axis. It might sound complex, but essentially, think of it like a superhighway, an intricate communication network connecting your gut and your vaginal microbiomes directly to your skin health. It's all linked.
Yes. And what's truly crucial here is understanding what happens when these internal ecosystems fall out of balance. It's a state we call dysbiosis. So when dysbiosis takes hold, it can trigger systemic inflammation, like throughout your entire body. Think of it like a silent alarm going off everywhere, signaling your immune system to send out inflammatory compounds, things like cytokines. They're tiny chemical messengers, and these directly trigger and worsen acne flare-ups. This imbalance can also disrupt your hormone regulation and even impair how well your body absorbs vital nutrients. All of these factors, as you can imagine, just dramatically worsen menstrual acne. Your healthy vaginal flora really acts as your body's internal firewall. When it's robust, it's busy preventing harmful bacteria overgrowth, it's fine-tuning your immune and hormonal responses, and supporting a healthy pH balance. And your body's natural toxin elimination processes, it does a lot.
Wow. Okay. But that delicate balance, it can be easily disrupted, right? By so many common things in our daily life. Think about things like antibiotics, obviously, but also birth control, diets high in sugar, chronic stress, and even some, synthetic hygiene products, stuff we use all the time. So when these disruptions occur, they can lead to an overgrowth of less friendly pathogens like Candida or Gardnerella. And these aren't just culprits for like discomfort or odors down there. They are quietly creating internal chaos, subtly undermining your body's innate ability to manage inflammation and regulate hormones. It's all happening under the surface.
Exactly. And if we zoom out and connect this to the bigger picture, an imbalanced microbiome essentially keeps your immune system on high alert constantly. It's constantly producing those inflammatory cytokines we just talked about. Now combine that with the natural hormonal surges that occur during your period, and boom, you've got a perfect storm brewing for breakouts.
Oh, man. And it gets even more critical when we think about detoxification.
Yeah.
You mentioned toxin elimination. So your vaginal and gut flora play an absolutely essential role in helping your body process and get rid of excess estrogen. So when estrogen isn't metabolized and cleared properly, it can actually recirculate in the body. And guess what? This recirculation amplifies sebum production. That's the oil and skin sensitivity.
Yeah.
Directly fueling those breakouts you're trying so hard to avoid. It's a cycle.
Precisely. So to kind of sum it up, an unhealthy vaginal flora isn't just a concern for issues like bacterial vaginosis or yeast infections, though it certainly is. It significantly increases the likelihood of those frustrating, recurring monthly breakouts on your skin. It's a major factor.
Okay, so maybe you're listening thinking, not sure if my microbiome is balanced. Let's check in. What stands out to you from these common red flags? See if any resonate. We're talking chronic yeast or BV infections, persistent vaginal odor, or maybe unusual discharge, frequent bloating or other digestive issues like gas or constipation, those classic hormonal acne flare-ups, especially on the chin, jawline, and neck area. Also, maybe unexplained mood swings or brain fog, feeling kind of fuzzy, and even just disproportionate fatigue during your cycle, like way more tired than seems normal.
And this really highlights an important point. If you recognize, say, 2 or more of these signs,
Hmm.
it's really worth taking your vaginal flora seriously. Because, as we've been discussing, it impacts not just your skin and your confidence, but the entire rhythm and comfort of your menstrual cycle. It's all connected.
Right.
Now, let's challenge the idea of quick fixes for a second. Because we all reach for them, don't we? But you could try every spot treatment, every cleanser out there. But unless you address the underlying root cause, which is your body's internal inflammation and hormonal imbalance, you'll consistently find yourself just managing symptoms. You're not really preventing them. It's like patching a leaky roof without fixing the actual hole. You'll keep leaking.
It's really fascinating to see why many common approaches often fall short. Take antibiotics, for example. While sometimes absolutely necessary, medically, they frequently wipe out both beneficial and harmful bacteria. It's not selective. And that leaves your microbiome vulnerable, often making things worse in the long run. And then there's hormonal birth control. It can certainly suppress acne for some people, that's true, but it often works by disrupting your body's natural hormone production and, crucially, your flora balance. This can lead to rebound issues or even new symptoms once you stop taking it, so it's not always a long-term solution. Okay, so what does this all mean for a lasting solution? Like getting off that roller coaster, it really points towards needing a holistic internal approach, doesn't it? One that supports your skin from the inside out by truly healing the body's foundational systems, the terrain it relies on.
Exactly. And one of the most promising ways to rebalance your vaginal flora and, in turn, reduce those period breakouts is through targeted probiotic support. And these aren't just any probiotics you grab off the shelf. They're specifically formulated strains known to foster a healthy vaginal microbiome.
So, as an example of a really comprehensive approach, we often hear about a supplement called Balance Complex. It's kind of designed to be more than just a standard probiotic, offering this sort of multifaceted approach to internal balance. It's like a microbiome multi-tool.
hmm It features a really powerful blend, like 100 billion CFU per gram blend of specific lactobacillus and bifidobacterium strains. Things like L. acidophilus, L. rhamnosus, L. reuteri, strains clinically shown to support both vaginal and gut health, crowd out the bad bacteria, and even help regulate estrogen detox. Beyond the probiotics, it includes ingredients like cranberry and D-mannose. You often see those for urinary tract health, and they help flush out harmful bacteria, reducing those hidden inflammation triggers. Then there are natural antifungals, like oregano leaf extract and caprylic acid, to help reduce candida overgrowth, which is a common issue. Plus, it incorporates digestive enzymes like protease and cellulase. These help break down bacterial biofilms and improve absorption of nutrients that are key for skin repair. And it doesn't stop there. It also has soothing botanicals like aloe vera and arabinogalactin to help the gut and vaginal lining, supporting the immune system and reducing irritation. And then some traditional herbs for microbial balance and detoxification, like anise seed, black walnut hulls, wormwood, and even reishi mushroom, which is an adaptogen, helping regulate stress and hormonal fluctuations. It's quite a blend.
Wow, yeah, it sounds incredibly comprehensive. It's like giving your body a clean slate each cycle,
Yeah.
right? Helping it fight inflammation, regulate hormones naturally, and keep your skin looking radiant.
Yeah, and it's worth noting, just briefly, this particular one, Balance Complex, has been around a while, like over 10 years on the market. Millions of capsules sold, apparently over 15 million. And it's known for being one of the originals with that high CFU count plus the cranberry and D-mannose. It has a ton of 5-star reviews on Amazon, over 17,800 last I checked. It boasts that maximum strength 17-in-1 blend. It's non-GMO, made in an FDA-registered GMP certified facility. So, quality checks are there.
Okay, good to know. So let's talk results. What can someone realistically expect when they start consistently supporting their flora, whether through something like that complex or other means? You mentioned a ripple effect. What does that look like? Well, get ready for a positive wave throughout your entire body, hopefully. We're talking about ideally a significant reduction in breakouts before or during your period. That's the big one for many, but also maybe a more stable mood, less irritability, which hallelujah, right? Noticeable relief from bloating and digestive discomfort, fewer infections, odors, and unusual discharge downstairs, improved skin texture overall, maybe faster healing from any blemishes that do pop up, and even potentially a reduction in that crushing PMS-related fatigue and those intense cravings. It all ties together.
It really does. When we connect this back to the bigger picture, it truly boils down to this. When your internal ecosystem is harmonious and in balance, your external appearance, including your skin, naturally thrives. It becomes a clear reflection of inner health. It just works better.
Love that. And to amplify those incredible results, because consistency is key, right? Here are some daily habits you can layer in. Simple things. Try reducing dietary sugar and dairy. They can sometimes feed the less beneficial bacteria and yeast, so cutting back can help. Stay consistently hydrated. Water helps your body flush toxins more efficiently. Basic, but crucial. Opt for gentle, non-stripping skincare products. You don't want to further aggravate inflammation on the surface. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep nightly. Sleep is huge for hormonal regulation. Actively manage stress. Find what works for you. Breath work, meditation, yoga, just daily walks in nature. Anything to calm the nervous system. And finally, maybe consider switching to organic tampons or pads to reduce exposure to synthetic chemicals or potential hormone disruptors. The key here, like with all truly beneficial habits, is consistency. Little steps add up.
Absolutely. And this brings up an important question. Why do we so often compartmentalize menstrual acne as just a skin issue? You know, it's far more profound than that. It's fundamentally about biochemistry. It's about achieving balance. And it's about tapping into your body's profound inherent ability to heal itself. By prioritizing vaginal and gut flora health, you're not just reacting to symptoms after they appear. You're proactively getting ahead of the problem. You're addressing the root.
That makes so much sense. And speaking of deeper understanding, if you're curious to learn more about your own sort of intimate health profile, we wanted to share a really valuable resource, vaginalquiz.com. It's a quick science-backed quiz that offers you a personalized vaginal health analysis in like under 2 minutes, super fast.
Good. Yeah, what's really insightful about this tool is its accessibility and privacy, of course. So whether you're grappling with recurring infections, maybe experiencing dryness, noticing low libido, or simply want to proactively support your intimate wellness, this quiz can be a really fast, free, and private first step. It helps you understand what your body might be trying to tell you through those symptoms. It provides a custom breakdown of your vaginal health profile, highlights potential imbalances you might not even be aware of, and offers expert-backed suggestions tailored to your specific symptoms and lifestyle. It might even point you towards relevant supplements or daily habits that could help you specifically.
Yeah, think of it like a personalized cheat sheet for understanding your most intimate self. All without the need for potentially awkward appointments or falling down those endless, overwhelming Google search rabbit holes. We've all been there. So, if you're ready to truly listen to what your body has been trying to tell you and empower yourself with knowledge, definitely consider taking that quiz. It's right there. And to leave you with a final thought today, real, radiant beauty often starts where you least expect it, deep within your microbiome. Your vaginal flora might genuinely be the missing link you've been searching for in your skincare journey.
Exactly. And focusing on healing and supporting that internal balance could be the very first step toward achieving not just clearer skin, but true hormonal harmony, monthly peace, and just a lasting sense of confidence in your own body. Because you are meant to thrive through every cycle, and that incredible journey truly starts from within.